Hello to you guys and welcome to this video. For those of you who watched my last video, you remember that I announced in that video that the visa bulletin had just been released, and I also shared with you the cutoff numbers that will apply during the month of December 2025 in the DV 2026 program. Now, in that visa bulletin, we did not only have the cutoff numbers. In addition to the cutoff numbers, we also had the statistics from the DV 2026 lottery. Now, around this time last year, you guys entered the diversity visa lottery, and in the month of May this year, the results of that lottery were released. Now, since then, those who checked their diversity visa lottery result saw that they were selected, but we did not know the details of the lottery on the overall. We did not know things like how many persons were selected altogether. We did not know how many persons were selected from each country. That kind of statistic we did not have concerning the DV 2026 lottery. So it is those statistics that have now been released. They were released in the same visa bulletin as the cutoff numbers for the month of December. So in today's video, we will be considering those statistics, beginning with the qualified entries that were submitted to the DV 2026 lottery. Now, you guys are aware that during the entry period, there are so many entries that are submitted to the diversity visa lottery. Some of those entries are not qualified entries, and so those ones are not taken into consideration. They are eliminated. Now, for the DV 2026 lottery, there were more than 20.8 million qualified entries submitted. And it was from that number that those who were selected got selected. So the question is, how many selectees or applicants were selected from the total number of qualified entries? And that number amounts to 129,516. 129,516. That's the number of individuals that were selected to apply for visas in the DV 2026 program. Now, that does not only concern the principal or main applicants. In addition to the principal applicants, the number that I just cited also includes the spouses and the children of the main applicant who entered the diversity visa lottery along with them. So when we say 129,516, it means that in that number we have the main applicants, we also have their children and their spouses, for those who have children and spouses that they entered the lottery with. Now remember that number 129,516, because in a moment we will return to it. But before we do, let's consider how many visas will be on offer in the DV 2026 program. You know, we are all aware, and what is generally known is that there are 55,000 visas that are available in or during each fiscal year in the diversity visa program. But one thing that a lot of us are not aware of is that there are two other programs that actually feed on the diversity visa program. In other words, they use some of the visas that are allocated to the diversity visa program. So for the DV 2026 program, instead of 55,000 visas, because of the other two programs that I just spoke about, the total number of visas that will be available will reduce to 51,850. That's the total number of diversity visas that are available for the DV 2026 program, for those who were selected in the DV 2026 program. Now remember that number as well, because the next thing we are going to talk about concerns a comparison between both numbers, the number that I just provided and the one that I told you to remember moments ago. Now, we spoke about 129,516 persons selected for the DV 2026 program. And then I just said to you that there are a total of 51,850 visas on offer. So if you do your calculations, you will see that the visas available are by far less than those who got selected in the DV 2026 program. And that is a reality of the DV program that happens every year. So at the end of the year, for the DV 2026 program, there will be more than 77,000 of you guys who have been selected who will end up not receiving one of the visas on offer. Now, that is not to make you afraid, that is not to scare you, but that is intended for you guys to have at the back of your mind that at the end of the DV 2026 program, not everyone will receive one of the visas on offer, because as I just said, those that are selected are by far more than the visas that are on offer. Now, the next thing that I want to speak about is the number of selectees or applicants selected from each of the different countries, the eligible countries. Now, we do not have the time. I cannot go into the list and consider the countries one at a time. And so what I'm going to do concerning that is to leave the link to the visa bulletin that was released a few days ago. For those of you who are interested in knowing how many persons were selected from your own country or for any other country for that matter, click on the link. The link is just below the video. Once you get on the page, scroll down almost to the end of the page. You will see the table where the different eligible countries are spelled out with the number of applicants that were selected for the DV 2026 program from each of those eligible countries. All right. Now, if you are in the United States, it means that you have a chargeable country, a country that you are chargeable to. So when you look on the list of eligible countries and see the country that you are chargeable to, it means that you are included in the number that corresponds to that country. So although you are in the United States, the country that you are chargeable to, if that country has, for example, 25 selectees, it means that you are one of the 25 selectees. So it doesn't concern your place of residence. It actually concerns the country that you are chargeable to, which is generally your country of birth. Now, speaking of those who were selected and who are currently in the United States, let me just use this opportunity to say to those of you who are residents of the United States and applicants of the diversity visa program that there is a process that you guys have to go through. It's referred to as adjustment of status. Now, I have spoken about my guidance services on this channel several times. Adjustment of status is one of the processes that are guide diversity visa applicants in. So just in case you are in the United States, selected for the DV 2026 program, and you need to be guided in the adjustment of status process, then take advantage of my adjustment of status guidance services. I'm also going to leave the link to my guidance platform just below the video. You can click on that link, access the platform, and use the means on the platform to get in touch with me. So that's the news today. The statistics for the DV 2026 lottery are out, and as I said, the link is just below the video. Click on that link, scroll down close to the end of the page, and you will see the details of the DV 2026 lottery. So that is it. Thanks for watching this video. See you very soon, God willing, in another one. Goodbye.